So did it record? All right. Approval of meeting minutes from October 19th.
One more time. Oh, boy. Okay. You're, make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from October 19th with the clarification that the date needs to be updated to the 19th. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. 510 South Gore.
I make a motion to approve 510 South Gore Avenue as submitted with a recommendation that a window be added to the powder room.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay. Next, 114 Jersey Avenue. Can I have a motion, please?
Make a motion to approve 114 Jersey Avenue with the understanding that the exposed concrete on the front of the garage will be purged. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right. Jersey Avenue is approved. Next, we have two public hearings. First one is 50 Gray Avenue. Anyone present? No, I don't see anyone. Does anyone want to make a comment? Jenny raised her hand. So there we got some people now. Go ahead.
Hi, I am present, but I don't have any comments, just here to answer any questions.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I don't think we had any questions.
Perfect.
All right. Anyone else have any comments or questions on 50 Gray Avenue? Seeing no one. Then may I have a motion, please?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right. 50 Gray Avenue is approved. Have a good evening, Jenny. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have 412 Newport Avenue. Anyone present for that? The architect. I don't think we had any comments. Besides it looks, I mean, I think there were a lot of positive comments. I had personally forgotten I'd seen that a while back and I'd asked a question about the copper. And then I realized, oh yeah, that's being replaced because you're expanding it out. So yeah. Right. Looks great. It's gonna be fantastic. Yep. Yep. Looks good. Oh. Uh-huh. Right. Nice.
Yeah.
I like. Yeah. Looks nice. All right. Anyone else present that want to make a comment on 412 Newport Avenue, since it is a public hearing? If you're here in person or if you're on Zoom, please raise your hand. Seeing no one. May I have a motion on 412 Newport? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right, Mike, you're approved. Have a good night. All right. One left on our agenda tonight, 724 Fairview Avenue, detached garage. If you're present for that, please come up to the microphone, or if you're on Zoom, please raise your Zoom hand and Yolanda will add you to the screen. Good evening.
Hi,
Yeah, if you don't mind to state your name and,
I'm Melinda Stewart,
okay,
and I'm a consultant on the project.
okay.
And I'm
Welcome
here
aboard.
as well on the Zoom call. I'm Brennan. I'm the owner.
Okay, welcome, Brendan.
Thank you.
All right, I think Carol, I'll let you ask your questions.
Okay. I think a lot of the questions are probably just some mostly drafting housekeeping items. First of all, I'd like to thank you for matching the house design. We don't see that all of the time. I do think that it would be helpful if the casing size around the overhead doors matched the casing size that's around the windows and the
Mhm.
other doors. And then also too, the intended corner trim width, it looks like as you look around the elevations, it varies a bit from elevation to elevation. What is the intended width?
Well, right now it's vinyl siding on the actual house.
Uh-huh.
And so we would probably match the house. I know typically in a historic, it's 3 to 4 inches on corner boards. So we can do either.
See, let me take a look at the house here.
Because the house is vinyl now. I'm
Uh-huh.
sure originally it was wood lap siding, but it had been remodeled before my clients bought it.
Yeah, we can just call it out as 3 to 4 in our motion, if that's all right with
Okay.
you. Okay,
Is that okay, Brennan?
Yeah, that's good. That's fine.
okay. And it'll be consistent with all the way around the building.
Mhm.
And then also it looks like there's intended to be 3 columns at that patio area, but it looks like only one really shows clearly on that elevation. And I just wanted to verify that you do indeed tend to put a base trim on those columns. It looks like
Yes.
one's shown on the detail. And then also too, I think it might be helpful if those columns were a bit wider, like if you wrap them with some trim or something to make them a little bit beefier. Let's see what else we got here. And then also too, just a clarification item on that south facade, there's a roof break that's shown on the elevation that does not appear in the roof plan. The roof plan shows a continuous plane on that back hip roof. I just wanted to verify that's indeed what it's intended. It's this one right here.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like the 4th roof plan we've gone through, so it should be continuous,
Okay.
not have that break.
And then also too, it's intended that the overhang be 1 foot consistently around the perimeter of that.
Okay.
Because it looks like
Yeah.
it's
It's
drawn.
yeah,
Yeah, it's in.
because we switched that a couple of
yeah.
times too.
Okay.
So you're
I-
wanting 1 foot?
Well, it's called out as 1 foot in the
Mhm.
notes, and I just wanted to verify that that's what's intended because it is shown a bit
Okay.
differently on the elevations.
Yeah.
So that is correct, that it's 1 foot consistently all
We
around.
had it at 1 foot consistently and then we went down to 6 inches. What are your,
I personally think with the deep overhangs on the house that the 1 foot is preferable.
Okay.
And then also too, this is just another drafting kind of error, I think, is that on this north elevation, it appears that there's 2 different bearing heights here. And it looks like it's, from the plan, it's intended to be consistent throughout because the fascia does not run continuous.
Okay.
And then also the beam, the dropped beam on the around the patio roof is not shown. And then I think there was a question too about the head heights of the window, the side hinge doors, and then also to the overhead doors. It looks like the overhead door is drawn lower and that these are drawn taller. I mean, was that the intent or?
I think I matched the head height on the windows to the man doors. And the garage door was going to be slightly shorter.
Okay. I think that I just wanted to verify the intention there. I think that once you put the trim around it, I think it would help to
Mhm.
kind of blend things in. I mean,
I had put the windows a little higher just so that they could put, work tables or whatever on the interior. But we can match them up. That's not a,
I think I mean, if it works functionally, I think it would look nicer to
Okay.
align them.
So you're saying you set if the overhead door is at 7 foot, you're saying the windows were intentionally set up higher?
a little higher, but I'll bring them down. We'll make it all match. Not an issue.
The doors do not have a transom.
The actual doors, no, we were gonna do taller doors to
Real
match the
illustration
house.
first.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was the case.
I think that's got everything on my list.
Yeah.
What about, we did talk about maybe. Match the base,
Okay.
base center.
So the beam and the columns will be wrapped.
With one by, and then we'll wrap it again at the top and the bottom with a beveled.
Like a
Piece.
composite base or something. I mean, I assume it's gonna be, even though we're colorblind, white or whatever to match the house. So like a white composite material would be something along those lines. Really, I mean, a nice material for contact with the grade too, so the composite. No maintenance. What about the base itself? It shows concrete, I think, but then some elevations it kind of looks like siding. So I assume the intent is to stop the siding within 8 inches or whatever of the grade.
Of the grade, yeah.
Just have the exposed concrete. Okay.
Yeah.
Specifically, it was just the west and east facade. It was a little confusing. That was why I'm asking. Great. Any other comments from the board members? All right. With that, anything we want to review, or Carol, you want to just make a motion?
I'll make the motion and everybody check their list to make sure we got it. Okay. I'll, did we,
Oh, I'm sorry.
are we good?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve 724 Fairview with the following clarifications. The roof overhang will consistently be 1 foot all the way around the perimeter of the building. The casing around the overhead doors will match the width of the casing around the other windows and doors. The columns will be wrapped with 1x trim to make them appear wider, and there will be base trim and cap trim on the columns. All of the windows and door head heights will align with the overhead door head height. And the corner trim will be consistent around the building at either a 3-inch wide or 4-inch wide trim. And the concrete, the exposed concrete will be around the perimeter, and the siding will start 8 inches above the grade. Oh,
Just
yeah.
a Question. 7-foot door. It's 8-inch drop. The head height of the doors is 6 foot. Kind of sharp.
Should we just, we can,
Think that? I mean, just, or say the head height of the windows would be, I don't know, 6'8" or 7 feet, whatever you want to say, but I think 6'4" is too low.
I agree.
Okay.
I
that's-
agree that
that's
6'4" is, so, so your garage doors are 7 foot.
Mhm.
To Ken's point, it's gonna sit down 8 inches lower, right? Or is the,
You could specify the height of the relative to the top. Say,
well, and when it comes to garage door heights, there are, there's more than one height, right?
Yeah, you could.
You can get, that's, I mean, this is kind of a question, I think. So for us to finish the head height question, I think it's question back to you guys about the head height of the garage doors. So if the garage door is 7 foot, is the garage floor 8 inches lower than the rest of the structure?
No.
It's all the same height. So it's not like in a house, I guess, where it's offset, right? I think that's the difference in a house. Yeah, and with the new code. Okay. So I think back to Carol's motion, they're at the same head height.
Okay, so we're gonna
Of
leave that
7
as
foot.
is.
Does
Okay.
that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
great. I don't think there's even a conversation about the regular garage door on the back, because we don't have windows on that facade. And on the front, that garage door is actually not going to be used for an auto. So we have a lot of flexibility
Mhm.
on
Okay,
that's just used to open it up to air out the workout room.
okay. All right, well then I think the motion is
Almost done.
almost done. We're still going.
Part two. That the fascia around the perimeter of the building will align, the bearing height is consistent. And there will be a dropped beam at the perimeter of the patio roof that will also be wrapped with trim. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the south elevation rear roof slope will be a single plane with no roof line break.
All right, sounds good.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Oppose? All right, you are approved as noted.
So I just make the revisions and turn them into
City.
your office. Oh, they were clear. That was easy.
But what I'll do is I'll just basically, combine the minutes and then, I'll say, hey, it's approved, with these provisions, and, John into that, or just into that, and then, we'll continue to keep up.
Thank you very much.
Thank
All right,
you.
have a good evening. Thank you. With that, we are adjourned. Thank you and good night.